Hello everyone, welcome to the Naughty Bunny channel. This is a Hungry Bear. Okay, today we're going to talk about the Royal Giant. As I mentioned in the previous video, this week we'll probably be covering a few videos on Royal Giant. First of all, I have changed my deck to the Royal Giant deck because previously using my previous deck, I don't have it here. Okay, this was my No, I didn't have a horde rider. My previous deck was minions and over here. Yeah, this one. You can see over here I suffer a lot of defeat from the previous deck and my trophy dropped like 2 to 300. After that I changed it, tweaked a bit to include horde rider and free spell, but it seems like it still doesn't work. So I decided to take out my balloon. So I after changing here and there, I decided to let's do the Royal Giant deck, and I level up my Royal Giant all the way to level 8, so it's dealing 150 damage with 2316 hit point. So I also include the Horde Rider and change my arrow to Fireball. So the rest are low, like I have the Ice Wizard and this Spear Goblins for a low cost cycle. So you can see after I change to my Royal Giant deck, I have 1 win, 2 win, 3 win and 4 consecutive wins so far. And out of the 4 consecutive wins, 2 of them I actually score like 3 crowns. So is it really that easy to win with Royal Giant? Like one of the YouTuber Chief Pet, he actually did like straight 33 wins with the Royal Giant deck. So let's see how far we can go from this deck. This is a bit different from Chief Pet. So let's check out 2 videos. I'll check out the higher trophy one. Okay, this one against Star Wang. Using a I have a Royal Giant on my starting hand, but I didn't want to use it first because I have the Elixir pump. So I actually pull up the Elixir pump to do some pump up some Elixir, and he used the Horde Rider to charge over. No problem, I managed to take down the Horde Rider. So with my Barbarian in front, I dropped my Royal Giant to actually take a extra few more hit. Immediately he dropped down this Infernal Tower, which is a good counter against Royal Giant, but my Royal Giant has already locked on to the tower. So I think my Royal Giant landed like 4 to 5 hits. So using my minion hordes to take away the Infernal Tower, and he kite my minion horde away, but no problem, my Horde Rider going straight, and he deployed the cannon to actually kite away my Horde Rider, and he do a counter. I don't have any elixir, and he did a zap. So I did a fireball on a Horde Rider, but because I didn't want him to do any more damage to my tower. So one thing about the Royal Giant deck is that it's very high elixir cost. Like if you want to build up Royal Giant with HOG or Royal Giant with this Barbs, it takes like 10 to 11 elixir. Or Royal Giant with Minion Horde, Royal Giant with Wizard. Wizard. Luckily for Ice Wizard, it's only 3 elixir. So he did a Horde Rider, Goblin Rush. Lucky I have my Elixir Pump in front to tank off the damage. Drop my Barb. Together with my Royal Giant, the Barb. Now the counter force, I have Barb, the Royal Giant, and the Ice Wizard at the back, and putting on my Horde Rider to actually take down the Infernal Tower, followed by that Fireball to take down the minions and do some damage to the tower. He did a fireball to me, and but no problem, like I mentioned earlier on, Whenever you deploy the Royal Giant, be it like they do a bug counter, they do a minion horde, they do a minion, whatever they do, you bound to land off like at least 1 to 2 hits. So looking at just now, level 8 Royal Giant does 150 damage. 2 hits will land 300 damage on on the arena tower. So his Inferno Tower lock onto my Royal Giant, and that Fireball kills off my just deployed minions. But no problem, my Hog Rider should be able to take down the tower, and I win the game. So this game 1. Let's watch another match which I score the 3 crown. This one against Eugeno. He has the same Royal Giant deck as me, but we have a different composition of units. But initially I didn't know what he has. He threw out these goblins and massive goblin, and followed by the Royal Giant. I was like, wow, there's so many. So he did a zap, and my minion sword managed to take down the Royal Giant. And look at that, the Royal Giant landed quite a few hits over there. So with my minions still hitting my Ice Wizard, and I do my Royal Giant with the Wizard slowing the arena tower output, my first Royal Giant take down the tower, and it's still almost full health going for the King Tower plus my Hog Rider. They're gonna churn out lots of damage. Look at that. Ignore the buffs and just hitting and hitting. My Royal Giant still hitting and hitting and hitting. It's down to the King Tower is down to 1100 hit point, and there's about almost 2 minutes there. So using my Fireball to lower the health of the buffs. 2 hits from it. He put the Elixir collector right at the front and let my Spear Goblin took off some good damage over there. The cannon out to protect again, but put all my Royal Giant at the corner to actually take off some hit. He put off his buff to take all my... Look at that. With buffs and Spear Goblin hitting me, my Royal Giant still managed to land 2 hits. This is a good moment for Fireball, but I didn't have it. So put my buff first and followed by a Fireball, and almost clean. So going into the double Elixir time, tower left with 800. So he did his Royal Giant, I did my minions horde, and he decided to do a 2-way attack with the buffs on the other side, but no problem. My Ice Wizard alone should be able to take down the buffs, and my Hog Rider going straight for the tower, and he didn't want to do a thing. And I got a 3 crown win, and thanks Eugeno.